What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. My name is hughwizzy and you're watching 90 More. Back again with breaking news for that ass. Hope you're all doing well. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. But for now, let's get down to business because we have got breaking news for that ass. For all gang. Fortification squad, love to your mothers. Hope she's well. Tell her I miss her. We're going to talk about the football now. Manchester United 3, Sheffield United 0. First hat-trick. First career hat-trick for Anthony Martial. And a first hat-trick for a Manchester United player since Robin van Persie during Sir Alex Ferguson's time. Is that correct? I don't know if that's correct, but that's what I've been told. That would be a shocking stat if true, but I would say that it's a sign of some progress. This is one of the most convincing wins I've seen all season, and certainly more pain inflicted by Manchester United on Chris Wilder's men, who still obviously have those dreams and aspirations of European football that are dwindling and slipping from between their fingers in front of our very eyes. Old Trafford empty. It's so strange. It is so odd. And I did hear the commentators saying that football just isn't the same without fans. In fact, I think the words he used were, football is nothing without fans. And I'll be honest, because the game is 3-0, at that point I switched over. I have really struggled to pretend that things are normal, especially because I'm very aware that the noise that they keep playing out through one of the two channels on Sky is from FIFA 20. It's all a bit odd, and that was certainly, evident in the game as well. The pace of the game at times has changed completely, and I guess that is in part down to the hot weather and the tactic being, let's just play very slowly, and then quick, and then that leads to an interesting kind of chess movie type of a game that I thought initially, as the game was starting, that Sheffield United would be good at. However, as soon as they got themselves into an interesting position where they could have swung a ball in and they usually would have been looking to swing deliveries into the danger area, players like Lundstrom were backing out and going backwards. I was very surprised, and like I said, I have been disappointed that the way that this virus and the quarantine have worked out have really affected Sheffield United, especially the way that they got their decision against Aston Villa. But I can't keep harping on about that, because what we saw today wasn't really about Sheffield United. It was about Manchester United. It was about them asserting their dominance. It was about them, even though they have played a game more, being now just 2 points behind Chelsea in the race for that Champions League spot, which they're going to be hungry for. And 13 consecutive games unbeaten is impressive. I've said that I don't really think I'm a massive fan of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but I'm a fan of the idea of Ole. And if he is making it work, then who am I to say anything? What I do think is that the lineup today was much better. It was a much more respectful lineup. It's full of attacking players. Rashford on the left-hand side with the pace, who hasn't been great. I don't think I was particularly impressed with much apart from his impact in the goal. For the first Martial tap-in, he did do some great work. And he's a fantastic footballer who has scored ridiculous amounts of goals for his age. He's got huge potential that he hasn't reached his ceiling of, I don't think. And I don't want to be judgmental, but we'll move on to Martial up top, who obviously got the two tap-ins. I'm not going to get gassed about tap-ins, lads. It was the football that led to those tap-ins being available. And yes, the movement for him to be, but more so in the right place at the right time. The football was what I was really impressed with. United really suffocated Sheffield United today. They really did. Matic is a supreme controller on his day, who's got wealth of experience and trophies galore and whatnot, but still keeps the play ticking along with clever movements in and out. He'll release, give and go, and be in space and available for the ball back whenever the other person is in pressure, anywhere on the pitch. He is actually a lot like Granit Xhaka, if Granit Xhaka could run, or had mobility, a little bit more agility. it is great to watch, because look, I'm a football fan at the end of the day, and I do appreciate when things are done properly. And United were more patient today, and that trio of Matic with Pogba and Bruno together, that's beautiful. Bruno he's one of these dons that's kind of annoying when you play football with them, because they just shoot every time they get the ball. But he doesn't do simple passes. That's not. He's like, what? You're next to me. That type of thing seems to be the way with him anyway. But I think that's what I like about him. That's what I liked about Alexis Sanchez when he was at Arsenal. He was trying things all the time. And yes, he lost the ball 54 times in a half, but he made things happen, and that's what you want. You want the interesting, entertaining moments of magic, and those are the players that separate themselves from the fodder, right? And I do think that, as much as I've been heavily critical of Fred and McTominay's come on a lot, and Fred's been better than he was, but neither of those two are in these three's galaxy. There's no way any of you are telling me that. I'm sorry. There's difference between ballers and people that play football, just the same way as there's a difference between a Shane Warne and a Murley and a county cricketer from Leicester who eats 4 pork pies at lunch. No, bro. You're a footballer, those are ballers. I just need to clarify, okay? Anyway, the plan is great. It's great. I would say that if I was being kind of super finicky and picking it apart, really kind of, what do they call it, nitpicking, right? Then I say you do need a new left back. United need a new left back. Shaw is not. He's not the one. I don't think he's going to take United to the top. I think you can get away with it, but he's out of position quite a lot. He would be exposed by a seriously good outfit, and because in today's game the right-hand side is just so crucial. The majority of top teams are whipping in a lot of their deliveries that are getting a lot of their goals from that kind of area. You need the left back to be top quality, or you want it to be as good as possible, especially as quick as possible. And if he was defensively as able to kind of fix mistakes as Wan-Bissaka is, even if he was near a level of Wan-Bissaka defensively, I think that they'd be okay. But yeah, so that's nitpicking. It's sad for Sheffield United, because I wanted this to be a game. I wanted this to be an exciting moment where, potentially they could have gone to 47 points had they got the win today, and United would have been on 46. But not to be. You have to feel for them a little bit as well, because it looks like they've come this far and they're going to go home with, the respect of everybody, but having missed out on the opportunity to really level up the club, because the extra injection that European football brings to a football club it's a lot of money. The TV deals are unreal, and it would attract a new ilk of player. What's happened today is, the heat has got to them. They've got a different goalkeeper in, and Henderson has been absolutely inspirational throughout the season. United will know that, and they're lucky that, I guess Sheffield United are lucky that they've had him, but they're lucky that they're able to not, have to play him. We've got players missing, crucial centre-backs who've been integral to the way that this side has been able to keep such a good goal record. And, a lack of real killer instinct that has seen my hopes dashed, basically. I'm a bit deflated after that, I can't lie. But it shouldn't be expected, and I think they should be commended for fooling people into thinking that this was even achievable. Imagine, a year ago, you saying to someone who only watches the Premier League, Sheffield United are going to give United a good go. Yeah, they say you're probably smoking, the hard food. But Manchester United, they come in for a lot of stick, don't they? Because they're the biggest club in the country. Should they be 5th after 31 games? No. Is it acceptable that they are 34 points behind Liverpool? No. That's unacceptable. But that's where we are, isn't it? And they're going to have the work cut out still to pip Chelsea and Leicester or Chelsea or Leicester to one of those automatic places. But I guess if Manchester City lose out on a place, that frees up a space. And from the way that things have looked recently, you wouldn't bet against Leicester slipping out, making a mistake or two. They haven't been totally convincing to me. Wolverhampton Wanderers, another threat just behind United. And I like to think that the way that they're going, they're going to keep the winning streak up. I love the way they set up. Incredible balance again, much like we have said about Leicester previously. But Manchester United anyway, getting themselves a 3-0 win with Anthony Martial's hat-trick. What do we think about Anthony Martial's hat-trick? Let's have a little analysation. Analyze this. Look, I like the kid, right? Good movement. I like the way he's so calm as well. He does look like for a long time he's had something going on in his life that has just meant that he's not fully able to enjoy himself, and he really looked like he was enjoying himself today. I don't know what that is, but fair play to him. Fair play to Rashford for creating the easiest tap-in that he'll ever score with a moment of magic on that right-hand wing. Fair play to Pogba and Bruno Fernandes for that flick inside. Pogba whipping the ball into him, that first time Bergkamp-esque touch to lay it off to Martial, who brought in Rashford, who then again split the defence into two. Hey, the needle stuff, like on a plate, weighted perfectly. You're one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Dink it over him. I mean, lovely finish, lovely hat-trick. The football is much more impressive though today. And whilst he will get all the plaudits, and rightly so, that midfield combination is what, created all of this today. I really do believe, with the ability and the pace of stretching those defences with Rashford, Martial, and the balance, I guess, the intelligence of this kid Greenwood. I mean, he is very, very mature. He has got an air of this Van Persie about him, hasn't he? I know a lot of people have said that, but there is an air of their legs move in a similar fashion. Not particularly fast, doesn't have to be. Very clever, good touch. A clean striker of the ball. He works hard, he's tracking back, he's winning the ball, he's giving it. Doesn't need to do anything complicated, but he's not afraid to take risks. And we know that the greatest risk in life is to take no risks. Big win for Manchester United. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do United have to make more signings, or is this squad capable of winning the Premier League with a run like the one that they're on right now? 13 games unbeaten, I believe. 7 games left. I'm going to say if they win 4, they will qualify automatically for the Champions League. That much, I think, is a cert. There's not enough space for all these clubs though, so someone's got to drop out. Who's it going to be? Let me know your thoughts down below. Hope you're all well. Chat to you in the next one. Peace.